Hello, it's Kristen and homeschooling mom of 11. Doing another video, my second in a row for the day. Trying to do 2 or 3 tonight because I'm leaving on vacation and I need Nightwish. I need to listen to it in the car and drive my family crazy the whole time. Keep me awake while I drive, and just I'm playing all their songs so much that I need more music. There's so many good ones, and I keep getting good recommendations for them. So, gonna work on getting multiple done, because once I'm on vacation, I'm not sure if I can get a chance to do much. So, I'm gonna be listening to Beauty of the Beast. Last video I just did, and I'm sure it's gonna get some comments because I was comparing the 3 lead singers, Flor, Annette, and Tarja, just different songs that they've sung live or in studio, and how I prefer Flor's versions of some songs and Annette's of some and Tarja's of others. And that's just a personal thing that can change. Concerts are always so different from studio that it's almost hard to compare them fairly. Even it's hard to say, oh, I like this one better, but I will listen to studios more often, but that doesn't take really away from the concert versions. In fact, because they're so amazing in concert, that knowing the song well, I appreciate them even more. But of course, my first exposure to them was concert, and I would do anything almost to be able to go to one of their concerts. So hoping that's a possibility in the future. But in the spirit of just talking about that on my last video, where I did a reaction to Our Decades in the Sun. Beautiful song. I'm still thinking about it. I thought I'd do a song by each one of them, each one of the ladies. So I just did Our Decades in the Sun, which is a Flor song. And now I'm going to do Beauty of the Beast. Now I know they had a song called Beauty and the Beast. So I've been told Beauty of the Beast. So that's the one I'm listening for. And that's Tarja's song from the album Century Child. And I think I probably heard the least amount of songs from that album. I think I've heard from hers once a lot, which to me is the heaviest of the albums that I've been listening to. I've only heard bits and pieces from each album. And I'd love to just sit down and listen to the whole one of the whole album straight through, but haven't done that yet. And my impression of just hearing, going back and forth from album to album, you know, Dark Passion play, Endless Forms Most Beautiful, then I'll hear Once, and, you know, that Once always hits me the hardest. So this one I'm not as familiar with, Century Child. So this song I'm interested in. It's very long and probably a little more epic. I mean, it's just for time. I assume there's quite a lot of instruments going on there. I've also been listening to a few songs off camera because of what I've said before, time. So many songs. I'll talk about them more and more. I'd like to get into the reaction. But just the list of some of the songs I've heard that I didn't record are Where Were You Last Night? And I have to say, that song, when I first heard it, I was so confused. Tarja sings it. It sounds like, I think I talked about this on another video, that it almost reminded me of something Annette would sing. Just, it was more poppy sounding, and the lyrics just didn't sound like Tomas's writing, and then I found out it's a cover for another song. So I was like, oh, okay, but it's enjoyable. It's different for them. 7 Days to the Wolves. I mentioned that in the last video. I've really kind of blown away by that one. That's a cool song. Just a cool song. I did listen to Flor sing that, and Marco. He sings a lot in that song. It's awesome. Their concert version of that was definitely one of the concerts that to me did better than the studio. Cadence of Her Last Breath, I've talked about that a few times. Still like that, and I think Annette just blows that away. Dead Gardens. Man, it's a crazy song at the end, but it's just really good. It's Tarja's song. Phantasmic. That one is, like, to me, a little bit of a precursor to Poet and the Pendulum. Just a lot of, parts to it, and it's very long and detailed, and My daughters go a little crazy about it. I have to say my younger kids don't like Tarja's voice as much as I do. I think because of the opera. They just hear that. And she's really on that song, kicking it in. But I have fun with that song. There's a couple more, but let's not talk too long because this is a long song. So I'm going to get into this. I've been hearing about this. I've been waiting to see it. Let me get my... And I'm not exactly sure what to expect on this. It sounds romantic. I know Tarja sings... I'm trying to find my words here. I did have them. Aha. All right. I do like to have them handy when I'm listening. Sometimes she's a little harder to understand, and maybe sometimes because of the music. And I find that her songs, the chorals overpower her more than maybe some of Flora's songs and other people's. But I don't know if that's going to be the case, so I always have the words handy just for that reason. And her English is decent. It's a little harder to understand. I'd say depends on the song, but okay. So this, I believe, is a studio recording, which is fine with me. And I definitely wanted to hear Tarja sing this song because it's her song. And I'm trying to do each lady. So here we go. 10-minute song. Go. Long lost love. Romantic. Drama. Kind of movie soundtrack. Kind of mystical. Theater. quit. I think I'm going to quit these reactions. I can't do this. I gotta listen to every single thing they've ever done. I cannot believe what I just heard. That was indescribable. I don't know what to say. I did not expect that. I knew it was a good song. I knew it had been recommended, but I had no idea it was that mind-boggling. I don't know. To me, that was just a perfect kind of song that they do. Like Ghost Love Score, that kind of song. It just, if I didn't hear Ghost Love Score and some of the other big songs, I would have said, oh my God, they gotta be their masterpiece. Just the vocals and the chorals and the music, and that was just unbelievable to me. Maybe I'm crazy, but I guess I might be, because I haven't heard a whole lot about this song. But for me, that was, oh wow. I don't know what to say. Thank you for telling me about this song. What else am I missing? I'm really thinking everything I'm going to listen to at this point, I probably heard the very best that they've done, because they're going to be the most recommended. And I've heard the biggest songs, and I don't even know what I'm missing yet still. And even just to run across songs randomly on my list that aren't even recommended are just blowing my mind a little bit, you know? The Heart asks pleasure first. Haven't seen that recommended, and that song is just a beautiful song. Rest Calm. Unbelievable. But what I just heard tonight, this song really might shoot way up. I just want to go out and play that for somebody else. I'm going to make my kids listen to it, my husband. Because I got to hear that many times. Wow. How do I do a third song after that? That was just beautiful. The words, okay, the lyrics. Oh my gosh, you could probably talk about that for a while. I have the written, it was playing. It sounds to me, based on the history of the band, like Tumas is singing to Tarja again. Now, maybe I'm wrong. It could be about somebody else, but I haven't read any analysis of it. But that seems to be a common theme for him. And Ghost Love Score's about that. Poet and the Pendulum is about the breakup of the band, of course. But just something, this was almost like that Ghost Love Score, I secretly love you, but it's not a secret. That's what it sounded like to me. So I'm going to have to really digest those lyrics, because they're pretty emotional and deep. And I don't know, it's just the music and the chorals and the blending. And she sings her own backup. So when she does that at the end, I know Flora does that too. But just the way they all come in, I love that. So that was such a long song. And then I could listen to that for hours. That was just really cool. I gotta take a few minutes. Gotta take some time. I'm not super emotional, but maybe today I am. I don't know. It's just the way that hit me tonight. I don't know. It was definitely more than I expected, even though I know everything people are recommending is going to be good. I didn't get like tons of recommendations on that, though. Sheesh. All right, Annette. Annette has to live up to that. Ain't happening. Maybe it will happen. The next song I want to review, and I was going to do it tonight, I'll have to see if I can pull myself together and do it, is Eva by Annette from Dark Passion Play. Because I did the Floor song, Our Decades in the Sun, and I still am kind of blown away by that one. It was just more soft and melodic and almost like a lullaby. And this one was just more like, just what you kind of think in the love story, emotional, drama, movie feel. No, I don't even know what Eva is going to be like compared, but it was recommended, and it's supposed to be pretty good too. And I'm going to listen to Annette's version of it. You guys got me on this one. And I just kind of picked it out of a list of many, many songs that I am still hoping to hear. I'm so glad I listened to that. Thank you. And I'll get my act together and see you again soon. Thanks.